right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for some Yee Tea. First off, we discussed this earlier, but Cameron has to pay about $67,000 to a photographer for using his own image. Apparently, the photographer who took that picture owns the image, and he used that picture on merchandise, including T-shirts and hoodies, and he sold it in his Dipset Couture store without getting the proper licensing. So he was sued back in April by that photographer, Jamila Cochran. Now, that legal action is from that 2003 photo. The photographer also wants an accounting of all the merchandise that Cameron has sold using the picture in question so she can take those profits as well. I've always felt like that seems really wild, that that's your own picture and that the photographer owns it and can use your image and do things with it, but you can't do anything yourself. I always found that to be really odd. All right, now let's get into some Diddy stories. So, his reality show has been scrapped at Hulu. That is following these sexual assault allegations. The show was being developed with the working title Diddy Plus 7, and it was being produced by James Corden's production company. But since all of the issues that have come up, Variety has learned now that that reality show is scrapped. And in addition, the LA Times has just done a story where they're talking about Kirk Barrios, who co-founded Bad Boy Entertainment with Diddy. He told them that in 1994, Diddy physically assaulted a woman at the Bad Boy offices, breaking a glass coffee table during that altercation. According to Kirk Barrios, he had that propensity for violence way back then. It just wasn't as well known. It's almost like it was part of his operating manual. He was so traumatizing to women. Now, Diddy and his attorneys did decline to comment on this alleged incident, but it's worth noting that there was also another witness who corroborated this story. All right, now let's get into Oprah. Oprah has stated that she does use weight loss medicine. She's been using Ozempic. And she said for a long time she was shamed for her weight. She said it was a public sport to make fun of me for 25 years. She told people, she said, I've been blamed and shamed, and I blamed and shamed myself. One hurtful moment came earlier in her career when she landed on Mr. Blackwell's list. She said, I was on the cover of some magazine, and it said, dumpy, frumpy, and downright lumpy. She said, I didn't feel angry. I felt sad. I felt hurt. I swallowed the shame. I accepted that it was my fault. But now she says no more. She's turning 70 next month, and she said she's optimistic that she now has a better handle on how to maintain a healthy weight long term and to also rid herself of shame once and for all. So she does have regular exercise, other lifestyle tweaks. She said she also has added that weight loss medication to her regimen. So there you have it. All right, and that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you need to know them. In the meantime, you can 1-2 step with us and Sierra and Missy Elliott. It's Way Up.